Godzilla x Kong sequel, release date, and everything we know about the next MonsterVerse movie. The MonsterVerse returned in Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire, and there will be more epic kaiju action in a Godzilla x Kong sequel. After sparring in 2021's Godzilla x Kong, the two most famous massive monsters team up in the 2024 sequel to take on the villainous Scar King from the Hollow Earth, who threatens to destroy the entire surface world thanks to his ill-gotten magical powers. Upping the ante once again, Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire continues Legendary Pictures' wildly successful MonsterVerse franchise that began with 2014's Godzilla. Building upon the classic Toho Godzilla series that has run since the 1950s, the American MonsterVerse franchise puts a distinctly Hollywood spin without sacrificing any of the world-smashing fun of traditional kaiju movies. Though Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire has received middling reviews, it has become a massive box office hit and has been a crowd pleaser with or without critical approval. With the two most recognizable giant monsters in cinematic history in one film, Godzilla x Kong isn't going to be the last MonsterVerse movie. The Godzilla x Kong sequel latest news. New director Grant Sputor will oversee the project, but nothing is currently known about the plot of the next legendary smash hit. Even after losing its original director, the next MonsterVerse movie is already moving along nicely with the announcement of the release date for the Godzilla x Kong sequel. Though fans will have to wait a long time to see their favorite kaiju battle their way across the Hollow Earth, the MonsterVerse sequel is now scheduled to arrive on March 26, 2027. New director Grant Sputor will oversee the project, but nothing is currently known about the plot of the next legendary smash hit. The Godzilla x Kong sequel release date. Even though the gigantic financial success of Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire is still fresh, Legendary has wasted no time in greenlighting a sequel. On top of hiring a new director to replace the departing Adam Wingard, Legendary has also put the Godzilla x Kong sequel on the schedule, and the next MonsterVerse movie is slated to arrive in theaters on March 26, 2027. That date could always change in the intervening years, but there's little doubt that it will arrive on time. The Godzilla x Kong sequel cast. With so much still uncertain about a Godzilla x Kong sequel, the cast details are pure speculation. However, the human cast of The New Empire was made up of many returning faces from 2021's Godzilla x Kong, and there's no reason to think they can't return for another film. Rebecca Hall's Dr. Eileen Andrews, along with her adoptive daughter Jia Kaylee Hoddle, form the beating human heart of the kaiju action films, and they could easily return for a future sequel. Likewise, comedy relief stalwart Brian Tyree Henry could be back as conspiracy theorist Bernie Hayes. The Godzilla x Kong sequel story. The idea of a new Son of Kong movie has been floated since the cute ape was first revealed in the trailers for The New Empire, and Zuko could team up with his new papa to stop a Titan threat. The ending of Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire was surprisingly conclusive, and it was the first MonsterVerse movie to forego a post-credits sequence to set up a sequel. That being said, The New Empire didn't close the door on a sequel, and there are plenty of avenues for the next installment to go in. With all the characters and monsters having their own happy endings, Kong's is perhaps the most telling. The introduction of the young ape, Zuko, gives Kong the family he has always wanted after the extinction of his people, and that relationship could take center stage. The idea of a new Son of Kong movie has been floated since the cute ape was first revealed in the trailers for The New Empire, and Zuko could team up with his new papa to stop a Titan threat. Meanwhile, the return of Mothra also opens up the possibility of an even bigger monster mash in the next movie, and there are a host of recognizable Toho characters that have yet to be introduced into the American MonsterVerse. Whatever the Godzilla x Kong sequel becomes, it will have a hard time topping its action-packed predecessor.